Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. If I had double digits after the first quarter, it's over. The diesel will come. It smells blood.
So just 7 points a quarter. That's all you were looking for.
Yes.
And how many rebounds per quarter were you looking for?
4.
But that gives you 16 rebounds instead of 10.
I smell blood, Ernie.
I'm going to change the subject. That's it
up.
for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Shack it up.
Leave me
Shack
alone.
it up.
Hands off. Kenny, help.
Help!
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. For the Miami Heat, they're coming off a loss to Portland.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
No, it's certainly not going to be your night shooting that 40. And so often when that happens to a team, it's hard to get out of that funk once you get into it.
And it's going to be Louisville off the tip. So here is Miami's starting group. We've got Monroe, and it's Wheeler in at the 2. There's the bucket. Good. Louisville on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, you know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan.
That's good. Weber's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's the screen. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Fires for 3, and that one's good. 5 points in the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here's Louisville. Pass to Copeland. Monroe against Weber. Here's Stewart. The three-pointer off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. There's the pass to Baxter. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
For Louisville, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Screen by Ellis. Down low. Shot from free throw range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Baxter. From 13, no luck.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Weber can't hit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Nicholson with the buckets.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Copeland. A 14-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Here's Weber. Misses off the right iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Passes it to Wheeler. Launches it. Weber pulls it in. Louisville trails by 5. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Copeland. The 9-footer's on the mark.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wheeler, the pass to Nicholson. Rebounded by Ellis.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And so it's Louisville with it. It's a 3-point game. Out to the right wing. Here's Weber. Weber can't get that one to fall.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The dish to Monroe. Here's Stallworth. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Louisville trails by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
They set the pick. Montgomery, the pass to Weber. Here's Stewart. The shot no good. And it's Miami the other way. There's the pass to Wheeler. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Pass to Montgomery. Back to Weber. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession. Passes it to Stewart. Off the screen. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Copeland can't hit.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Now, here is Monroe. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Stallworth, guarded by Weber. That's good.
Wow. faded away and floated it right over the big guy. That shot is almost impossible to block.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Stats for Copeland. Last year, getting it done. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding, and of course, he established himself as the most prolific passer in the game last season, the league leader in assists.
Yeah, and that's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you really can't contain him.
Louisville trails by 4. Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Montgomery. It's deflected. This is to Monroe. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first. And so Monroe nails both of them. Louisville trails by 6. Here's Hamlin. Hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Louisville has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make 2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
All right, Doris, and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
Monroe outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hammond. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Miami leading by 8. Pass to Samuel. Here's Wheeler. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Passes it to Stewart. They set the pick. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Miami leading by 8. At the top of the key, Nicholson. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound. Trained for 2 points. And the Heat lead by 10. Louisville has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. With the shot. Miami grabs the miss. Nicholson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Washburn. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And so it's Louisville with it. Down by 12.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
It's deflected. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Can't get it to go. And Miami the other way now. This game against Louisville here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And that one's good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
59 seconds left in the first. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Louisville trails by 12. Here's the screen. Here's Stewart. And it comes off the front of the rim. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The pass to Hammond. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brady. No good on the triple.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
From deep. And no good trying to get that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
The Heat leading by 12. On the court for Miami here in the second. Here's Wheeler.
Heat foul called. Wheeler. That's his first personal foul.
And for Louisville, they're shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Louisville passing it around. Kicks to Weber. Feeds it to Copeland. 5 on the clock. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Stewart.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And so it's Louisville with it. Back to Ellis. Wheeler, guarded by Weber. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
Louisville shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
The Heat making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. That one is no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Wheeler the pass to Samuel. The 3. And it's good. 11 points in the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. Good. Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Screen by Monroe. Clock at 6. From deep. And the Heat, another three.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you. Look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in free throw percentage, 7th in assists, and they were in the top 10 in team blocks. Not elite level, but pretty good nonetheless.
And looking back at their superb free throw percentage, it speaks volumes about their skill level and mental focus. They had very few letdowns in concentration.
They set the screen. Here's Weber, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Weber's got 6 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Monroe, no good. Louisville trails by 15. Stewart passes to Montgomery. To the inside, Copeland. The shot will not go. The Heat go the other way with it. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. There's the feed to Monroe. Offensive rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And so it's Louisville with it, off the screen, and again it's Louisville converting.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's the teardrop, and Ellis with the block, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Miami leading by 13. 2 on the clock. Stallworth. The half-court bomb falls off target. Montgomery, the pass to Ellis. There's the pick. Screen by Ellis. Here's Stewart. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Miami no good on that time either. Louisville trails by 10. Montgomery, the pass to Weber. Screen by Ellis. Here's Montgomery. It's deflected. They recover it. And good on the basket. Book it.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Pass to Baxter. Out of bounds, Louisville takes possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And here's Louisville. They're on an 11-3 run.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
For Louisville, they've missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Weber against Monroe. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Weber.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Pass to Monroe. Here's Wheeler. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets it to go. Now it's just a 3-point Miami lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
There's a good screen. The Heat making a switch here. Passes to Wheeler. Here's Nicholson. 7 points in the game. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Nicholson at the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Terrific game for Nicholson. He's got 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here's Louisville. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Stewart. No good there with the step-back J. Miami leading by 4. Tries from 10, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Nicholson's got 10.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And again, it's Louisville from deep.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. He's off on the second.
Free throws haven't been too kind to them here in the second quarter. I mean, you have the lead. With the ability to extend that lead, in order for that to happen, you've got to make your free throws.
Nicholson grabs the board. The Heat leading by 4. Brady passes to Monroe. Goes up to the stripe, and he gets it to go.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Louisville has gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. There's the dish to Copeland. Right wing. Clock at 4. Here's Hamlin. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Stolen by Monroe. From 13, that's tipped. Puts up a 3. The shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Nicholson with the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And so it's Louisville with it. 8-point game. Boyd the pass to Marsh. Louisville passing it around. Shoots. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. He'd have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Now the pass to Brady. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Here's Washburn. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Shoots a fader. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Heat lead by 8.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Copeland. Pass to Boyd. 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Intercepted. Passes it to Hammond. Expanding his range. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
1:11 left in the first half of the game. Monroe outside. They set the pick. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Copeland's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Hamlin. Got a hand on it, but they recover it. 6 on the shot clock. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Floats one. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Heat have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Louisville trails by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Misses the wing 3. The pass to Hammond. He dishes it to Nicholson. Soft touch off the glass. Nicholson's got 14.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And the first half is now in the books. Heat out front, up 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. And let's go to Shaq. What did you think of their first half?
The job their guys have done in the post has been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Louisville, we've got Ellis. And it's Copeland in at the 4. Wheeler. And there's another one for the Heat.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Stewart passes to Weber. Down low. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Weber. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
There's the screen. Here's Wheeler. A three-pointer is right on target. 13 points in the game.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Stewart passes to Copeland. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Stewart, just 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat leading by 13. Monroe outside, pass to Baxter. Back to Monroe. It's rebounded by Copeland. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Screened by Ellis. All alone. Nicholson grabs the board. Nicholson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Stallworth. The three-pointer off the mark. Louisville trails by 13. Pass to Montgomery. Ellis outside. Screened by Ellis. Inside. Off the pick. He lays it in. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the inside. And the rebound goes to Louisville. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The pass to Stewart. There's the triple. No good. Miami leading by 11. There's a good screen. Pass to Wheeler. The 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. He also told them their offense needs to center around the pick and roll. That's a play he feels they can use to really exploit the weaknesses in this defense. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Copeland, good.
Copeland! Miami calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's team.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
The Heat leading by 12. Passes it to Wheeler. He feeds it to Nicholson. There's the pass to Wheeler. He kicks it to Monroe. From outside, off the mark. Louisville has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
For Louisville, they've split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. To the right side. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Here's Stewart, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
A moment now to see the numbers for Monroe. Last season's performance for him. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and of course, he established himself as the most prolific passer in the game last season, the league leader in assists.
Yeah, and that's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you really can't contain him.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And so here is Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. Can't convert after the good screen. Louisville trails by 10. Weber with it. Now Monroe defending. To the paint. Here's Stewart. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
They set the pick. Pass to Baxter. Dishes it to Nicholson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Nicholson's got 16. Louisville trails by 10. Kicks it to Weber. From 10 feet out, good as the jump shot falls.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And Miami has possession. Here's Stallworth. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Feeds to Ellis. Screen by Ellis. Weber with it. 13 points in the game. Here's Copeland. A beautiful reverse layup. Copeland's got 6.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's the screen. The feed to Nicholson. It's tipped. Stewart passes to Weber. Montgomery covered by Monroe. Passes it to Montgomery. Louisville passing it around. Clock at 6. Weber can't get that one to fall. Miami leading by 8. The pass to Wheeler. Pass to Nicholson. Here's Stallworth. It's rebounded by Copeland. Copeland's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow, that's good. Weber's got 4 this quarter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
No problem knocking that one down. And the Heat lead by 8.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The dish to Copeland. Pass to Montgomery. Screen by Ellis. Montgomery, the pass to Weber. And it's blocked. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession. And the Heat making a change here. Clock is at 3. Marsh gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here's Stallworth. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 20.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Offensive rebound. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Wheeler. Plays it in off the breakaway.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For Louisville, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shoots off the screen, and it's Miami with another.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And so it's Louisville with it. They trail by 11. Step back on that one and let it fly. 19 points in the game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Stallworth, and it's Miami with another.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Stewart passes to Copeland. And again, it's Louisville converting.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
The Heat leading by 8. Dishes to Nicholson. From past the arc. Shot is off. Now Louisville takes it the other way.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Here's Boyd. It's hauled in by the Heat. Nicholson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They set the screen. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Makes it off the glass. He's got 24.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Here's Copeland. He's got 8. Pass to Marsh. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off. Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now the pass to Hammond. To the middle. The steal. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And so it's Louisville with it. 8-point game. Pass to Stewart. They set the screen. Here's Hamlin. His three-pointers off the mark. Heat shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Shooting for Louisville. Nicholson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Nicholson. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Nicholson nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And so it's Louisville with it, trailing by 10. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
11 feet out and he hits it. Nicholson's got 20.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. And it's Hammond in at the shooting guard. Now, here is Weber. D right on him. And he gets it to go. Weber's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Louisville. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Brady. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Washburn guarded by Weber to the right side. Passes to Samuel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The 3 ball. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Weber. Weber's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Heat's coach going over their game plan during that break. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And Miami has possession. And the pass to Samuel. Good D by Weber.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Wasted no time on that one. Weber's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A big-time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Second chance shot. Misses the layup. Louisville trails by 5. Pass to Montgomery. Here's Ellis. That one rolling around and rims out.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Shot is off.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Trying his luck deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Baxter. Washburn guarded by Weber. Brady passes to Hammond. A floater, and the rebound goes to Louisville. Weber's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Shooting for Louisville, Samuel. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and Louisville making a change here. Copeland's checked in. The Heat making a switch here. That one is no good. Louisville trails by 6. And here's Weber. Here's Copeland. Releases. That's tipped. And it's the Heat on the break. Pushing it up. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 24.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Louisville has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Weber kicks to Ellis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Louisville, Ellis. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Heat leading by 8. To the paint. Takes it off the glass. 26 points for him.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Weber against Monroe. Louisville, no good that time either. The Heat have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Louisville trails by 10. Montgomery, the pass to Marsh. The pass to Montgomery. 5 to shoot. Here's Weber. Good. Weber's got 9 points in the quarter.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Here's Stallworth. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Stewart's checked in for Louisville. And that one misses. Louisville trails by 10. Pass to Montgomery. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Louisville, Montgomery. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Out left to the wing, off the screen. That's good. 26 points for him.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And so it's Louisville with it. It's a 10-point game. Here's Ellis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting for Louisville, Ellis. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Miami leading by 9. Down low. It's deflected. Good ball movement here by Miami. They set the pick. Passes it to Wheeler. 6 to shoot. A step back shot here. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Louisville, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now, here is Weber. Tight defense on him. Here's Ellis. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. And there's the pass to Wheeler. A floater. No luck. Ellis with some nice D.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Screen by Ellis from the arc. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Wheeler. Great defense that time from Ellis. Louisville trails by 9. They set the pick. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Copeland, good.
Nicholas Copeland.
And Miami shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Here's Stallworth. Miami no good on that time either. For Louisville, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Wheeler. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And he has 28 points for the game.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And so it's Louisville with it. They trail by 9 points. They took good advantage of that screen. 9 points for Ellis.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Over to the wing. Here's Stallworth. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Heat lead by 10.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Kicks it to Copeland. In transition, here comes Miami. Soft touch off the glass. 30 points in the game.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Ellis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Passes to Wheeler. But they recover it. Monroe, no good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. You can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
So it's Miami now. Louisville getting their last shot to go. The pass to Wheeler. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away. And the shot falls short this time. Louisville trails by 8. Here's Stewart. He dishes it to Ellis. Stolen by Monroe. to the wing right side. Here's Samuel. Plays it up and banks it in.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Nicholson's checked in for Miami. Cope on the pass to Montgomery. Pass to Stewart. He feeds it to Copeland. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Feeds to Nicholson. Weber against Monroe. Heat moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wheeler. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. He's got 32.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Stewart passes to Montgomery. Screen by Ellis. The feed to Weber. Shoots the 3. And that one's good. Weber's got 16 here in the second half.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And here are the Heat now. Passes it to Baxter. The 11-footer. No good. Now Louisville takes it the other way.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Now, here is Weber. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Wheeler, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 9.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Simmons. Out to the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Carney. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Boy, 360 with the winner, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Flying, no.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My all